In the June 13th episode, Val predicts Prince Harry's next move, but there's a catch.
See, the problem is we've got Black Moon Lilith in the middle of the nodes. So something a little bit shady could be coming up. Oh, God. It's a wowza collaboration, maybe some kind of new venture.
June 14th.
Can be a person in PR, maybe.
The Sussexes make a controversial new hire from the Crown series. Each week, Val and Amber make royal predictions and track breaking news headlines. June 6th, Val and Amber see trouble for Prince William.
Pretty much in the next few days.
Oh, this is like a shocking secret exposed.
It's almost like I can't believe this whole time that she was doing that. Prince William, check in the finance department, right? Who do you think this woman is to Prince William?
That Four of Pentacles, this is the person who holds the purse and holds the money.
June 28th, a wealthy donor is accused of selling royal access.
Welcome to World Predictions and Royal Revelations. And wow, that purse and the scandal that would erupt in Prince William's world. We're going to be talking a little bit more about that today. And I've got Amber with Taurus Moon Tarot, who is going to help us with the tarot cards. If you're new here, welcome to the show. The content here is for royal watchers and mundane astrology fans, but we also show you how to make your own predictions. So that's a lot of fun too. Mostly using your solar return chart. Special thanks to our replay crew. And we really appreciate the comments you guys make. It really helps us with the algorithm. And we just love to hear from you. So let us know in the comments where you're from. This is where you can find Amber at Taurus Moon Tarot 761. And if you're interested in pulling your own solar return chart, you can go to AstroSeek. Click the solar return link, and you're not going to go to the solar birth tab. You're going to go to the solar only tab, the degrees class. Find out what the degrees mean in your chart or a loved one's chart, anybody's chart. And it gives you a little bit more in-depth look at people's personalities. It's very, very revealing to look at the degrees. Hello, Amber.
Hi.
Happy 4th.
Happy 4th.
And I love, are you trying to make a statement or something? Look at that shirt.
I'm making a small statement.
Just maybe a little one. Because you're such an intuitive and because you get so many great messages for us, would you tell anyone watching, well, actually, no, not anyone. Let's talk about the Americans. Anyone from the US, what advice do you give to them on July 4th?
I say, honestly, do whatever brings you peace. And if that's to go to a parade, if that brings you peace, if it is to be with your family and eat, barbecue food.
Love it. Well, thank you, Jan and Jen. Welcome. Kelly's here from Ontario. Elfaz is here. Happy 4th to you. We're just celebrating the birth of, I guess we can't really rub it in too much because this does have to do with England. Yes. So we'll keep it quiet. But that was a long time ago. And Jen loves your sweater. Hello, Soda Pop. And Kate, hello from Somerset, UK.
I stole this from my daughter.
That's nice that you can do that. You can share each other's clothes.
Yeah.
Thank you, Marie. Yes, please. Don't forget to like if you like this content and subscribe. We got a whole bunch of new subscribers lately. So excited about that. You are still there in Saudi Arabia. What is the weather like, Marie, over there? I just want to ask you a million questions, but we have to get on with it. Let's start with a couple of omens and symbols that we've been talking about. We were talking about toilets last week because of Pluto. Pluto represents toilets and trash, and Dubai has some kind of porta potty thing that came up in the news. If you're interested, just go and read about it, but that was something that came up. Yuck. And one thing that I do when I'm looking at, for instance, Prince Harry's chart or Prince William's chart is I'll use career astrology. So if you're interested in career astrology, you can go to Amazon and search for the secret career code and you'll see my book there. This was the big news over stateside, which is making headlines worldwide about the Trump mega bill passing. It was the same day that Koberger with a K, the first name with a K in it or a last name with a K in it, has some Leo energy. This was a big Leo day. Everything happened all at the same time when it came to kings. Brian Koberger, who was guilty of a crime on King, he decided to just put a fork in it and plea. And then also the House finally wraps everything up for Trump being the king there. And I'm going to talk about that in a second. But we have some really sad news with a Liverpool star. This is a huge, huge loss. This was a family man, another more king energy here. And one of the reasons that I named the show The Husband 911 is because Jupiter represents a husband. And so we're seeing that in the sky right now. There's a square to Saturn, and Mars and Aries represent cars. Neptune represents a tire. So that's apparently what happened with his car. Trying to get it back home. He had a Lamborghini, I guess, and something happened with the tire. So that's in the sky. But also people right now can see their maybe husband, maybe a little bit depressed, stopped from doing something, can't do something. And so it's a tough square in the sky right now. Bezos had a 3-day wedding. The big bill, there were 3 votes against it. And then you mentioned how there were 3 brothers among missing after the Yolo County fireworks warehouse explosion in California. So many things that have to do with 3. Yeah. And then, of course, 3 words, fight, fight, fight. That's coming up again because there's a big fight that is happening on the White House lawn for July 4th, the UFC. So that's how they're like celebrating, I guess. My theory is that with the 3 that we're seeing, that could be 3 kings that are going to fight, like big world leaders. They're all going to be in some type of fight. Maybe it's a war.
Ooh, it's my yes card, and it's a sword fight. This is a war of words, though. This is a fight with words, often meaning sharp words.
Okay, so that's probably, I mean, we're already seeing that. Let me ask you a yes or no question. Are we talking about a serious war that has to do with 3 kings?
The Fool card's another yes in the upright. And if you'll notice the crown perched upon the top of that sword, there's a clear winner. There's clear winner, loser, I would say.
Okay. Well, that'll be interesting. And there's so many people in conflict. It's hard to figure out who's going to be one of these 3 kings, but we're going to see more about that, I think. I know, Jen, I was thinking about that too. Who would have thought there was a county named YOLO? In this day and age, it means you only live once. Right. So kind of crazy. And Michelle, good evening, and Val and Amber from warm Wimbledon. Hope you're both well. Thank you for your wonderful work. Thank you so much, Michelle. And I hope everybody's keeping cool over there. In England and the UK, it's a heat box. Mercury is about to go retrograde. It really is retrograde because of the shade. And it's just kicking up that heat because Mercury is in the hot fire sign of Leo. We're working through the retrograde, and we're probably going to see less heat, but I think it's probably going to be early September. So hello, Carla Paris. Oh, that's right, Michelle, about Jada. The doctor advised him not to fly, as just had an operation. So yeah, he was stopped from flying. I know. You can order it on Amazon. It says Kindle, but it comes right on your phone. So it's really, really easy. Caroline, hello from Copenhagen, Denmark. And Soda Pop's here from Hawaii. Inga's here. And we've got someone from South Australia. It's Smiley Vivian. I love that name. Oh, that's the other one, Jen. Good call. Then on top of it, the Diddy verdict soon after. And that was 3 big headlines. Woo, I'm getting chills. So yeah, more omens and signs about 3. And Liverpool FC were champions, and when celebrating, the guy hit the fans in his car. Jada, a big LFC player, dies in a car. So is there another car incident coming to make the 3? That's a really good question. What do you think, Amber?
I've been seeing that for quite a bit. 3 of Cups.
Whoa, but it looks like a good card.
But to the answer, it's a yes in the upright.
Yes.
And it's a group
And
of 3.
I wonder if it has to do with a theme, like they're celebrating something like that.
Yeah. This is, it is. This is a celebration. It's oftentimes like a festival. And this person cloaked, perhaps disguised, with the 10 of Swords card.
Yikes. A lot of times in, July 4th celebrations, I mean, I'm not talking about, I guess, England necessarily, but there are a lot of boating things, boating accidents, that kind of thing. Would that be in line with the cups? Because is that more water?
It can be water, but there's a lot of air element and earth more so than water.
Okay, more. Yeah, maybe it's alcohol or something. I don't know.
Yeah, it's people celebrating.
Buckeye Clay fan, Diddy, and welcome, Brenda. Thank you for helping us out with the moderation. Diddy found not guilty on 3 counts. Exactly. That's crazy. And Sue's here. Hello, Sue. Patsy's Tarot Musings. We miss you, Patsy. I hope you're doing okay. Evening, ladies. I'm able to catch you live tonight instead of watching back. That's great. And Jan, that's amazing. 3 billion wiped from UK bonds after Chancellor Rachel Reeves cried in Parliament. So another 3. I think we're on to something. We're on to something here. We've got the clues. We're the spiritual investigators. That's what we do. Okay. So yeah, this is the other one. And I think, this was, not that you want to say this, but there were 3 crimes with this Norwegian Prince Marius Borg Høiby, 28, now called a disgraced royal for sexual assault allegations. Kind of crazy. So I've got the Evening Standard Solar Return, and we're coming in here. We're still in the early July timeframe. So I'm going to look at each house as if it's a month for the Evening Standard. And why do we look at this chart? It is an old school newspaper, and we get information by looking at it, seeing what they're maybe going to report on that month. And so we'll look at it like a solar return. So I am going to go to Libra here. So Libra, and this is like reporting on UK matters or things in England. So now we've got Venus up here in the 9th, and this can represent a female, can represent a foreign female, and it's part of a big T-square here with Pluto and the 5th house, but there's also a nice trine to Mercury in Cancer. So, and that's in the 10th house. So there could be a group of females here that are in the news. Maybe they're already in the news. I don't know. I mean, Libra is marriage. So this started June 21st. This could be Bezos's. This is a very, very wealthy woman. So I'd say it's probably Bezos's wife. And Pluto represents like maybe people are jealous or something like that, or it could be things that people who are trying to interrupt the wedding. 9th house is a wedding. But could I, and actually before I even go on, you've got a spread you wanted to talk about.
Yeah, I did this yesterday. I usually do the day of our show, but I did it yesterday, and it was interesting. I do get my Meghan card sometimes, but this is a woman, it's a mother, it's someone nurturing that, in a home. But these two, when I saw your thumbnail, I thought, yeah, this is an unhappy home. This is an unhappy, sadness over a home. And it reminds me of someone who lives near the water too. Okay. I think why I get that. Like there's a disruption in a home.
Yeah. And we're thinking it might be in the area of maybe Duchess Meghan. Yeah. Because, and sometimes it's not necessarily so personal. It's
Yeah.
that there are mundane things that are happening. There's political turmoil.
Yeah.
There's things that everybody is kind of upset about, and they're all worried about things that are going to be happening. Like, for instance,
Mhm.
the celebrities in California, sometimes they're worried about their security of their homes.
Yeah.
So Chantal says, Val and Amber, I'm learning the tarot from you ladies. Could a reverse card be the same as a retrograde planet?
It could
What do you
be.
think?
Yes, absolutely. If you know the ruling planet for that card and it's in reverse, it could definitely, if that's the feeling and intuitiveness you get, yes.
Yeah. Yeah,
Or-
I think so. And or it could be kind of like the opposite. Well, it's the opposite of the meaning of the card upright,
Yeah.
most of the time.
Yeah.
But can also maybe return, which is also retrograde. So retrograde isn't always terrible. Sometimes it means going back to a place.
Yeah.
And
Or sometimes like a square, like a delay or resistance in whatever the upright means. Yeah.
okay. Hello from Geneva, Switzerland. Val, you look great in red. Thank you. And let's see, Sue, great to see you again. And you've been a member for 13 months. Thank you so much for all of your support. And Jan, you said, will there be 2 more royals discredited to make 3? What was the other one? Would this be Prince Harry and Meghan? We're going to need more information.
Yeah.
And Michelle, this 3 theme is very eerie. Well, I mean, what World War III, that was the first omen that we got. Metis says, Marius is not a prince, just the son of our crown prince. She had a child when she married our crown prince. Okay. I know, Jan, you're always on the lookout for Black Moon Lilith. Beatrice and Eugenie, both are fire signs. Oh my God, so much on Meghan Markle on social media at the moment, not looking good. Why is that, Kate? I saw something really nice actually on Instagram. She is making these beautiful little things for July 4th, looking happy. But my question is, are we going to see Prince Harry? Because the chart shows that he's kind of undercover right now. I don't think we're going to see him for a while.
Well, Neptune. Yeah, this is a little bit of, confusion. You really can't see what is behind the curtains. So yeah, he could be invisible for a little bit. But why?
Okay.
I want to ask why. Oh, he's working on something. He's working on his image. He might be doing something, about his images, reputation, something like that.
Reputation.
Mm-hmm.
All right. And let's see. Thank you, Angel, for reminding everybody to either subscribe or like. And you're welcome, Chantal. Okay. So let me go back to this. And so this, and if I might be a little slow on some of these controls here because of Mercury retro shade. So I was meaning to get back to you, but it wouldn't let me. So, but anyway, so we've got the marriage here. Now we're going to be getting into I would say July 20th. We're getting into Scorpio. Now, Scorpio gets a bad rap. It's always, we're talking about something secret and jealousy and betrayals and just things where there's revenge. But can we just talk for a second? Can we talk? As Joan Rivers used to say, we got Black Moon Lilith here, and this does look like it's in poor aspect, which is a red line. And when you get a red line, you're going to get those types of things that happen. However, we have a blue line too to Mercury, which is children. This could be a children tax. It could be something's really coming up in July with the taxes for England. So I'm not sure which one I want to look at first. It looks like 2 of something. These are twins, 2 women maybe, and they've got a scheme. So it might have something to do. Third house is locals. It's a neighborhood. So these are 2 scheming women in the neighborhood. Can you tell us more?
And Mercury is the 3rd degree.
I know, 3 degrees. Yes.
Oh, this feels like it's like women who are philanthropic and outspoken and trying to do good, but they are loud and very talkative. This is a lot of communication. This is for the good, for the truth. It feels like sort of a feminist kind of, oh, look at that. And on the bottom, children, around schooling, around young children,
Yes.
perhaps specific to schooling too.
Okay. Okay. And it's interesting that you say that, because with Mercury, which means little kids, Mercury next to Jupiter means between about 6 and 6, probably 6 and 10. So under 10.
Yeah.
And in the 10th house, this is the government. So make sense about what you're saying. Maybe
Yeah.
something, maybe it's a child care tax, something or other.
Yeah.
But now let's look on the other side. And remember when I was talking about Venus being Lauren Sanchez Bezos?
Mhm.
This could be her again coming in. And it looks as if she's being held back by something because of the T square there. First of all, let me ask you a yes/no question. Is this Lauren Sanchez Bezos?
I'd say it's a yes in the upright. Someone's very famous.
Okay.
Someone with, lofty goals.
Well, let's see. Could be just because the 5th house and go ahead.
And it's someone not from the UK. It's someone from somewhere else.
Yes.
The truth wants. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. And sometimes when you see the 5th house, this can be a family. It can be a vacation. So, but it's also space. It's a creative project that's being held back. I wonder if this has something to do with either politics, Elon Musk, but it looks like because this is the evening standard solar return, this is going to make news somehow. And I don't like 8 degrees necessarily, because that's like a double Scorpio when it's in Scorpio.
Yeah.
Tell us a little bit more about what kind of headlines we're going to see between July 21st and probably maybe August 10th for Lauren.
Ooh, big energy.
Whoa. What?
This is something she's connecting herself to. Ooh. Oh, well, connecting herself to a lot of money. Honestly, this might be some topics around their financial arrangement, their marital financial arrangement.
Okay.
Maybe
crypto, maybe?
Crypto, maybe. Yeah.
Maybe she wants to, here's where she's going. She wants to do what Trump is doing. She wants to, this as an example, she would like a crypto coin or something. And it's like, no, this is not the time. We could do it another time. But maybe because it's the evening standard, that kind of thing, it just seems like there's an investigation. I mean, that's a big word, but 8 degrees is investigation. Scorpio's investigation. Pluto's investigation. So, but it looks like she's got a good PR person. So shouldn't be too much of a problem there.
Yeah.
All right. And this is what we were talking about with Prince Harry, his solar return, how things started to kind of get a little shady for him. Well, I shouldn't say for him. He was really starting the whole ball rolling with hiring the crown. I guess she was in PR, and she did global PR for the crown, which the media and the public are seeing, especially England and the English. They are looking at it as kind of like oh my God, it's a potential betrayal. And so you're seeing that a little bit in how this woman came in who was in PR. And so now we are getting closer to the July 15th area, but he's in the Aries period right now. But thankfully for him, because sometimes when you're going through the Aries area of your solar return and it's and Mars, the ruler is in a poor aspect, it means something's going to make you mad. But in this case, he's chit-chatting. Oh boy, he's probably He's probably enjoying writing something.
Mm,
I think he went underground to write something.
something. Ah,
And I think we might have talked about it before, but now it's
mhm.
really kicking in.
Yeah.
And it looks like he wins. When you have Mars in a nice blue line, it means you're going to win something. And
Mm,
this is between, I would say, right around July 4th or 5th. And it's going to go
mm,
through maybe 20th.
mm.
What do you think that is?
Yes, he's keeping a lot to himself. That's a fact, and it's around family upset. I mean, the 10 of Cups in reverse, this is sort of the whole, and the Death card. So he might be actually presenting some new way of delivering information about his family or his relationship.
He could be really strategic about it and talk about something that is more general, like my family and mental health. So strategic that nobody could really come out. Oh, what's that?
My William card came
Oh,
out when I asked who's the person he's talking about.
right. So my life with my brother and how it affected my mental health. Ooh,
Yeah.
they don't want that kind of thing, but
Yeah.
maybe that's in the works right now. But the way it looks in Prince Harry's chart is it makes him feel good to do it. I also think that that's got to be the Middle East there. And
Mm,
it looks like something really big. We're seeing it in the US chart. This is more revenge than you could possibly imagine. And it might have something to do with a female in the middle of it. Maybe somebody who nobody suspects. I don't know. But this is July 21st, and we're talking about mundane astrology. So I want to
yeah.
know more about like the Middle East or Iran. And July 21st, and this is August 21st. So this would be, what do you think? Maybe
Maybe around the 30th of July.
30th? Yeah, around the 30th.
Mm,
And maybe there's some kind of anniversary that's
mm,
around there for whatever reason. But
hmm,
this looks like that's going to be in the news. And it could be in this period, but we could also be in that period too, which is 2 months away.
mm.
What do you think as far as a global headline with the Middle East and Iran? What do you think is going to happen in July?
Mm. This is 10 of Swords on the bottom. Always tells me that that has to do with some kind of pain or some kind of backstabbing, someone lying. But it's interesting because these are amazing cards. This is a brand new project that's a lot of money. And, it's often something that's been worked on for a very long time. But it's like, does it cause this disruption? That Chariot in reverse is always some kind of disruption or upset or, something upside down. I don't know why I'm getting an upside down airplane. That's not a car, but an airplane,
Okay.
an upside down airplane.
Yeah, I was going to ask you because the Chariot to me, I would think like a car bomb or something. But you're
Yeah.
thinking an airplane, and that could be the case.
Yeah. There,
Yeah.
or like an airline goes upside down or bankrupt or something, or I feel like it has to do with an airline.
Okay.
But there's revenge or backstabbing around money or aid. It feels like you dangle a carrot and you pull it back.
Yeah, that makes sense. Another 3, Jan White says, as far as the Omen 3 decades since the Concorde, Trump announced development of new supersonic airplane. Okay. Maybe that could have something to do with the airplane. And thank you, Angel. Yes, everyone, we'd love if you could hit the like button if you like this type of content. And I believe Qatar Airways have said they're not buying from Boeing anymore. Wow, that is a big statement. That's
Oh.
amazing. So, and again, Sue, thank you. I don't know if I showed this, but thank you so much. So that's Prince Harry's solar return. Now we are getting into, you can see kind of like a sparse chart here, but if you check on the little boxes underneath the chart, you're going to see a little bit more lines. There's it's the end of a fight that's coming in, and then Taurus is going to activate. So then that means he's going to get this Venus energy. And whoa, oh my God, this looks good for him on the one hand, because you can see this grand trine. And it just kind of popped in my head that he's writing maybe a proposal right now. And then by the time he gets into the Taurus, they're like, yes, we want it. Here's the check. And how do I know that it's going to be really successful? Because you can see, I mean, this is like another 20 million. It could be another 50 million. I don't know. But you have this part of fortune next to the moon, which is something that you want in your solar return chart. It means you're going to be really successful at something. It has to do with the 8th house. So that could be, inheritances and that kind of thing. Venus also has to do with the wife. Big, big news for Meghan as well. What do you think that is?
Something that they've done behind closed doors for sure with the moon. And it comes out. It's like an announcement. But it's about leaving something. It's about dropping something, eliminating something. Maybe in order to gain something, but they're walking away from maybe one project or deal, or something is being left. But it's something we wouldn't know until it's announced with the Ace of Swords. And what was the time frame? July?
When Venus activates, it's probably going to be in August.
Okay. Yes. King of Wands is Leo. It's a proud announcement. It's like they're proud to say this is a really big thing. And we're glad that I feel like there's a cut off of partnership in order to be more successful. It changed perception of who they are. There's like a PR turnaround for them.
There's so much Aquarius. Can you tell us what the Aquarius, and I'm going to show you, you could see all of this Aquarius here. This is obviously, it's the internet. It could be space. I mean, it could be a big announcement like Meghan is going into space with the Bezoses. I don't think Bezos would do that because she's kind of like kryptonite right now. What do you think about the Aquarius part?
So the Fool card came out. That's something brand new. Never touched it, never been there, but certainly something that they are curious about. This is an Aquarius card too. Something they want to study. Maybe that's like, that's a student card. Information. Woo. Maybe it's science. I just got science with this card, which I never do. Something with science.
She's learning to be an electrician. It's electricity. It's Einstein. They're starting a new Einstein and Archie book, something like that.
A renovation too. The tower is a regeneration and a renovation. Maybe it's like a Chip and Joanna Gaines kind of thing. Maybe more of them together in a renovating.
Flipping it. Yes.
There's the Aquarius. Yes. Confirmation. We're talking about what is all the Aquarius stuff, and the Aquarius is the last card.
Okay. That's so awesome. Is it an announcement on M's birthday? Yes, that's a possibility. They're going to do something on her birthday. And Elphaz, you said Harry's going to be speaking at an event soon. Other speakers include Clinton and Jennifer Lawrence, but gosh, I forgot the name of the event. We've got Princess Catherine's solar return chart. The husbands are kind of like busy, but there could be some issues. There could be health issues when it comes to Prince Harry. Let's look at what Princess Catherine is doing right now. This is, we've got Mercury activated, and then we're going to have the moon. So we go to Mercury, and this is Prince William right here. And he is in, wow. Could he be going up north? That's Capricorn. Is Prince William going up north? He doesn't like it. He doesn't like what's happening right now.
Yeah. Somewhere far. That's like international travel. That's going far away. It's kind of barren on the water. It might be a place with like two names or two similar, like two islands, two something.
Okay.
The water. Maybe the name is something like that.
The problem is that it's
Hmm.
not well aspected. So it doesn't look he's going to be happy when July is done, I think.
Yeah.
For some reason because of those red lines. But let me really think about this here. Mercury is the representation of Prince William in Princess Catherine's chart. So we look at Mercury. This is Capricorn. This could be depression. But it is, yeah, it's squaring the ninth house. It's almost like he's stopped. These, I think it's that scandal. I think it's that scandal. The Curious Case of Minerva Mondahar Steiner, who is this woman that was attached to Princess William in the headlines recently over the charity scandal, the polo scandal,
Yeah.
listed Makati Gallery address leads nowhere as global sites vanish after royal access scandal. So if you go back to what we were talking about the last time, Princess Catherine, so Jupiter also, it always represents the husband in any chart. And we have the T square with Venus in, this is a female. And
Yes.
when poorly aspected, you're going to get yourself a female in your storyline this year that disappears or ghosts. My question is, where did this, oh, I got a couple of questions, but
Okay.
where did this woman go?
Well, it's funny. The last card I pulled before you started talking about this is that Neptune card about disappearing.
Yes.
So where did she go? Wow. She walked away with the money. She walked away or went toward money, went somewhere where there's more money.
Sounds like a smart lady.
William.
Oh my God. Whoa.
It's like a confirmation that we're talking about the right thing. The firm.
Okay, let me be fair. In his chart, he's not getting anything from this. You would think my skeptical self says, oh, he's involved. But the chart says there's something, they're at war with each other. Is Prince William involved with this more than people know?
Seven of Wands. The Lovers. I mean, the Lovers is a yes card, and it's like this is being blocked. It's like the partnership is being blocked. Maybe hidden.
Because Prince William's father has been accused of similar things. Or twinning. This is her. She is in Pisces, so she ghosts. She disappears from him. He's like, okay, wait a minute. What did you do with the money? So she could have stolen his money. And that's my yes or no question for you. Did this female, who allegedly is part of this scandal, we won't say her name in this sentence, but did she steal money from Prince William?
It's a money card, but it's Two of Pentacles. That's like the robbing Peter to pay Paul. That's like, hiding money, putting money in one pocket and you can't see it. It's like pulling the quarter out from behind your ear. It's an upright, so.
Okay, so that means yes.
Hiding money. I asked, is it hiding in the Hermit who hides? Yes.
Oh, Prince William. Okay. Well, we'll have to see because there's got to be some kind of investigative journalist who's going to get to the bottom of it. The headlines. The firm is really putting out really nice articles right after this scandal hit. So you can see the timing of it. Oh, the 911 for Prince William, to answer that one. Let me ask you that one. What is Prince William's 911 over the next 2 months?
Ooh, this is, I don't love justice in reverse. This is being caught up in a legal tangle, or a dispute around what is fair, potentially with Queen of Cups, sign of Cancer, an older woman.
Okay. Wow.
I wonder if he has some sort of in between. Is he in between Catherine and Camilla?
Okay.
Stuck in the middle.
That's crazy. The justice reversed. Right now, though, it's really about Harry first from my chart. And you could see that in Duchess Meghan's chart. You always want to look at Jupiter to see how Jupiter's doing in a female's chart for her husband. And you've got this opposition here with Saturn and Neptune. This is someone who is confused, depressed, might even be sick. And this is very, very difficult. And it starts to move away in the spring. But thankfully, there's some nice aspects, though, that are helping him a little bit. And then the other thing is we've got Jupiter here in the 12th, which is Harry kind of hides here. Nobody really sees him too much. Sometimes the 12th house can be the hospital. Was the headline about Harry being in the hospital or pretty sick? Was that true?
King of Wands in the upright would be a yes card.
Okay.
So yes.
Isn't Jacinda Ardern a Cancer head of Will's Earth shot? I think it's so crazy that Prince William could potentially have this scandal with this art gallery wealthy donor. Her title is doctor. And then on the other side, you have Prince Harry and his Centibal. And then that woman who worked for him is also a doctor. So we're talking about twin scandals here.
Yes.
It's kind of weird. Are we going to see more twinning events, positive or negative, between Prince Harry and Prince William in the next year?
I got the Three of Cups again and the Star card. It's a yes, but maybe triplets. 3.
Whoa.
3 again.
3. Oh my God.
Yeah.
Everybody loves when you give us good news for this next week, starting on Sunday, which would be the 6th. What is some good news that we can look forward to, or those who live in the UK can look forward to?
Well, this is Mercury, so maybe better weather. It's in the upright.
Wow.
Yeah, it looks like I'm feeling like it's a weather thing. And people feeling like they have money to do the things they want to do. Maybe people will be outside a lot because of the weather.
That is a shocking headline right there in and of itself. So
temperature will calm down a little bit.
Exactly.
People race to the beach.
Yes, Will likes his doctors, I guess. We got to surround ourselves with PhDs and doctors. I know, Teresa. Yeah. And it's, the charts are predicting. We just translate. Thank you all. And happy 4th, Amber.
You too. Have a good weekend.
Talk to you guys soon.